guys, my name is Gracie and I use social media. I grew up in the social media generation. It really started about 5th grade, 6th grade for me. MySpace was really big when I was a kid, but I was never allowed to have one. My first social media was Facebook, and then that has eventually gotten really big, and I now have 7, 8, 9 different social media platforms that I use on a daily basis. Now, with social media being so big, somebody might ask, do you think that social media directly influences you as an individual? I 100% think it does. Seeing different things on social media can even affect my mood for the day. And there was a study that showed that people went on Facebook for 20 minutes, and then when they got off, they had a lower mood than when they started. And that's kind of crazy to me to think that just 20 minutes of being on one social media platform can affect my whole mood for the day. And I have so many, and I spend a lot of my time on social media. Another thing that social media can influence in your life is your anxiety and your depression. People who have 7 or more platforms are 3 times more likely to experience anxiety. And that and depression kind of go hand in hand, because seeing something can make you feel horrible about yourself, whether it's about you or about something that might relate to you. And since social media is so big, that has brought in more cyberbullying, because somebody's behind a screen, they feel as they can say whatever they want to whoever they want, and they feel like they have so much power because they're not sitting in front of you. Since 2008, the suicide attempts have doubled in relation to social media, and then about 34% of people in their life experience social media at some point, experience cyberbullying at some point. That's a very big number considering how many people do use social media. And to think that something as small as social media can affect somebody's life so much is almost devastating to me. I've never experienced cyberbullying, but I know people who have. And to think that since the start of social media that the numbers have increased that much is bizarre to me. Social media can also influence your sleep schedule. I fall into this category. There have been times I have been on my phone for 3 hours before I even go to bed, and then I can't go to sleep. I'm on TikTok, trying to learn TikTok dances at 3 o'clock in the morning. And with the light from my phone or even my computer, it affects my melanin, which makes it hard for me to go to sleep, because melanin starts kicking in when it gets dark outside or when it gets dark in your room. And so when you have this light so close to your face, your brain is not sending out this hormone to be like, okay, time to go to sleep, time to go to sleep. So I've had to focus on like an hour before I go to bed, I'm not touching my phone. I'm not looking at anything, because it's gonna affect what time I go to sleep, how well I sleep, all of that. And with social media affecting everybody so greatly with depression and anxiety and your mood, it also affects your self-esteem. I see as Instagram as a way for people to show their perfect lives. Now, I know that I might see something that looks so great in somebody's posts and their timelines, and I think, oh my God, their life is perfect. But you don't really know, because that's just a post. It's not really showing their real life, their everyday routine. It's just showing, this is what I did today, this is what I did today. And it can make you feel less, because you think, wow, their life is so perfect, but behind the screen it might not be. And there was a study that showed that half the people that use social media feel inadequate and unattractive based off what they see online. And with all that kind of correlates back to how I use social media and how it influences me, because with the bullet theory, it's like a gun is up to my head and it is telling me what to think, and then I think that because somebody else is posting it. I think that bullet theory is kind of how everybody right now, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people my age, you see something online and you instantly think it's true just because somebody posted it. And that's not always the case. You cannot believe everything that you see online. And I've struggled with that because I have this click in my head, like the gun. It's like as soon as I read something, I instantly think that it's true. And with social media, it doesn't always have negative content, it's not always negative. Social media can be a really good thing. It can inspire you to do more. It can even inspire you on how to decorate your living room. I found those on Pinterest and then I bought them and I made them myself. Now, I would have never thought of that if I never looked on Pinterest. So some things are good, but there's a lot more negative connotations with it than positive. So I've taken the time to go through my social media and look at what's negative and instantly stop following or unsubscribe and just follow more positive people versus people who constantly post negative things. And with the fake news and the bullet theory, I think that the government should censor content online. At least things that need to be credible. They need to make sure that what's being put out there about this situation or event is true, so that if somebody reads it, they know that it's for real and this stuff is happening. And so I think that would change social media so much if they just put a little bit of effort into making sure what was out there is true. Now, social media is an open platform. You're allowed to put whatever you want out there, and whoever you want to see it can see it. And there have been times where people have not gotten into a college or not gotten a job just based off what they post on social media. I have worked at a job that looked at my social media to make sure that what I have on there represents them well. Now, I don't 100% agree that people should base their decision whether to accept you just off what you post on social media. I think to a degree that after you are in the school or got the job, then it can start affecting your work. But before you even get accepted, I don't think they have the right to judge you on that, because you're not in the school or you're not working for them right now, so that doesn't correlate back to them. So I made a couple of guidelines for people when posting things online. These are kind of things that I follow. So my first one is it true? So is what you're putting out there, do you know to be true? And can you back it up if somebody asks you? I think that would help so many people in trusting what they see. Another one is to present yourself in a respectful manner. I've always had family members who follow me on my social media, so I've been aware of what I posted and make sure, if I post this, that it's something that they're okay with seeing, not something that they would never want to see me doing or wearing. So that's one that I've kind of done for myself. Know who will be affected. Know that what you put out there, who's going to be affected by what you're saying, and make sure that it's not going to affect them in a negative way. I know you can't always worry about other people, but I think that's something that you can focus on a little more. And my last one is to respect your soul. Everybody has a soul, and it is beautiful and great and amazing and talented, and I feel that you should post things that aren't going to affect your soul, because you want to have this beautiful soul forever, and you don't want people to think negative about your soul just based off what you've posted on social media. So that is my presentation for social media and communication. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I hope that maybe some of the things I said can help you in the future.